What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to another review. This time, our review is on Bloodborne. So let's dive into the sweetest nightmare. Let's dive into this game that I am honestly so incredibly, I'm so incredibly happy and excited to play this. At first it was a live stream, then it became recorded videos. YouTube drama. I discuss it in one of my other videos, okay? Waking up in an unforgiving world that emotionally taunts you into becoming the rabid version of you, a beast from within tries to claw its way out, and you must make the choice. Do you enter into this nightmare as the hunter or the hunted? There was a quote from Mikolash in this game that I very much just thought that was so haunting and so eerie. I'm waking up, I'll forget everything. And I thought that was just, it hit me in a way I did not expect me to get hit by those words. It was all a dream, or quite possibly a lucid dream, a dream that you experience and control the basis of. The fight with Mikolash deserves its own section, because the fact that, you know, most dreams in games, they really don't get, how do I say this properly? They don't really get represented in the correct way. This boss battle is the most dreamlike thing I think I've ever seen in a video game, of where you have this battle, you know, slash sequence of where you're running through these foggy areas trying to capture something or someone just out of your reach, much like a dream. This boss battle in the Nightmare of Mensis reenacted how it feels visually and kind of to a point sensory, because, you know, the DualShock controller really gives you a good sense of like different actions that are being taken within the game. It's very interesting the way that this was developed, because you're experiencing one thing, and yet some things are like when you're in a dream, just out of your reach or just out of your perspective. And I feel like they encapsulated it so perfectly the essence of what it is to be in a lucid dream, of where you're controlling everything, but yet there's still some bits that don't always seem like they flow or connect. In Bloodborne, at times, you know, if things, like I said, feel just out of your reach, to the point of where when you try for something and you think, oh wait, was that my mind, or was it truly not reachable? You know, it's kind of like that mentality. You have that sense in the hunter's dream, you have that sense pretty much in every aspect of the game. The concept of deja vu also reaches a new height within this game as well, and Bloodborne turns memories into very just like tangible, you know, tangible things that slowly become corroded over time. And what better way to, discuss corroded, disfigured memories than talking about the amygdala? And no, it's not AMYGDALA, it's AMYGDALA, okay? Freaking AMYGDALA. It sounds like I got a special order at Starbucks. Hi, can I get the Frappa Mocha AMYGDALA? I know so many people have told me, no, Ariel, it's AMYGDALA, it's AMYGDALA. I get that it's a game and you want to pronounce it all creepy and everything like that, but the people are gonna think that's actually how it's being pronounced. And what happens when one poor lonely psych student walks into their class and they're like, oh my god, I know what that is, it's the amygdala. The amygdala is the processing center for anxiety, aggression, etc. It's used as a boss battle, which I think is one of the most creative boss battles I have seen in years. It makes me think that we are literally fighting against our own brain when it's put down into its finite points, because the possibility of signifying that the main character may need to use their brain a little more, and that the dream is only a temporary thing, because we see so many dead amygdalas in the game, and I'll get back to that in a second. But just to show you guys like what the true definition of what the amygdala is the amygdala is an almond-shaped mass of nuclei, mass cells, that is located deep within the temporal lobes of the brain. There are two amygdalas, one situated on each brain hemisphere. The amygdala is a limbic system structure that is involved in many of our emotions, motivations, and particularly those that are related to survival. This explains a lot in the game when you think about it. We rely on our survival skills the most in Bloodborne. Think about it, when you go to the Forbidden Woods, look at the trees, look at your surroundings, all amygdalas in the trees. All amygdalas. You go to the DLC, all amygdalas. You go to different parts of the game when you're fighting a boss battle and you see like different areas. Even in the, I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but in the Unseen Village, what's the statue that's above there? The amygdala, or as you noobs call it, AMYGDALA. But maybe there's a reason for all the amygdalas within the game, that each amygdala is assigned to a hunter. My insight is going to like level 9,000 right now. But maybe there was an amygdala for each hunter, and once the hunter dies, the amygdala dies. Obviously. It could also signify that they gave up the fight, that they didn't control their brain really well, and they turned into a scourge beast. Also, seeing the amygdalas covering the game means that it could be all in your head, that it's just a dream, and that the concept and your surroundings are that of the brain, nothing else. Unveiling the world for what it is, Rom, the vacuous spider. Rom the vacuous spider lifts the veil and makes the world come to life in just more ways than one. This kind of lifting of the veil symbolizes a new era, or a renaissance, if you will. Doing what she did made, how do I even want to put this? It truly made everything more of a unity. Instead of needing insight to see the world for how it is, fighting that monster, fighting that boss, literally just made everything show itself, come apart, if you will. Rom also showed you things around the world that, you know, how they truly were. It was, you know, bringing life to what is more of a corrupt nature in the game. You know, in the Bloodborne universe, the truth always reveals itself, and that's what Rom's purpose truly was, I think, was at a time for each hunter's cycle, was to, you know, unveil that kind of truth. Rom puts out all the tea. She basically puts on display everything about the healing church, and she's like, oh, you want to know all the crap? Wait, here you go. You know what? I'll give you my life, and here you go. Here's all the knowledge. A hunter's job is to keep us safe. With that being said, the way that this hunter deals with trauma, and this is diving more into the psychology of this game, the way that a hunter deals with trauma and staying safe themselves is forgetting and compartmentalizing their trauma. Each trip from the real world, that they go from the real world to escaping to the hunter's dream, is kind of a safe haven for the hunter's brain to rest and, you know, just bury their woes of mankind. Going into the waking world of man re-traumatizes our dear hunter, showing them the monsters and having to re-kill them when they were presumably and seemingly already dead. Let's hope that we equipped our formless Odin, because that inner voice will need to guide us. Hopefully. Hiding in the hunter's dream, there is a nightmare that plagues us all. Our own choice. That scary thing that we have called free will. The choice of our life lies in the struggles that you face. So, you know, whether you be the waste of skin, the soldier, there are many backstories that your character can have. And upon choosing that fate, it takes a finessing, much like actual life. You choose your fate. You deal with the cards how you deal with them after you are given your set DNA. What predispositions you have, whatever it is that you may have as a human, those are the cards that you are dealt with. It's kind of like, you know, when your parents sploosh together in a that's an awful way to say it. I'm going with it though. When your parents sploosh together and made you, they basically chose your character settings for all intents and purposes, for lack of a better term. I know that's like awful to say. But they basically chose your character settings. It's up to you to decide what you do with those character settings. Are you going to be the waste of skin? Are you going to be the soldier? Are you going to be the knight, bringing more Dark Souls into this? The echoes of humanity ring true in every Souls game. Like, they're, you know, if it's not humanity, it's echoes. If it's not echoes, it's coffee. Bloodborne is a masterpiece that carries the message that your life is yours. Your life has all the bits of struggle that are carried with it. It has choice and a little death. Don't let someone else have the control over your life. Going back to the healing church, this game, it showcases the fact that you have that choice. You have a choice in every single thing that you do. This game is just a beautiful work of art. The themes, the way the art is, just, oh my god, it's just so amazing. I never fell more in love with a game besides Death Stranding than I have with this game, because from the controls to the cutscenes to the lore, Bloodborne will test you and excite you at the same time. It is a tough game. Okay, I'm telling you guys right now, it is a very tough game. But for those of you, and I will say this because I'm not afraid to intellectually trigger some people, for those of you who are able-bodied, I'd expect you to be damn good at this game, because everything that takes practice, if you apply yourself, you can do it. Do I wish that there were better accessibility features within this game? Do I wish that there were multiple difficulty levels for this game? That way everybody could play it, because gaming is for everybody. Yes, I do. Do I think From Software will make difficulty levels anytime soon? No, I do not, because they've niched themselves in, boy, have they. Bloodborne, like I said, it'll test you. This game is difficult. It's really, really fun, but it's a good kind of difficult. That'll kind of set you apart from the rest, being like, yeah, I beat Bloodborne. It's really, really cool, you know? And in your mind, you'll say, wait, don't go. Just stay a little longer. You know, if you all like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below, because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And be sure to stay casually nerdy. I will see you all in the next video. May you find your worth in the waking world, dear hunter.